Hello, and welcome to DNA Cell Center. We're happy to have you with us. I'm Peter Prophase.
And I'm Sam Synthesis.
And we are thrilled to have guest Kelly Chromosome with us here today.
Excited to be here, Peter.
Today is history in the making, as we get an exclusive look at mitosis, which only occurs in a cell every 24 hours.
That's right, it is. This cell has a real Cinderella story, let me tell you. They have come through incredible odds to get here, and we are expecting a pretty amazing performance today.
Yes, we have been waiting for this moment for nearly 23 hours. The whole audience is waiting and watching on the edge of their seats. I had a chance to speak to the chromatin earlier today, and she's sure nervous about the vision of the special bonds that have been created recently in the cell, but also excited and waiting for the future.
Beautiful quote. Beautiful quote.
Some viewers may say, and I would have to agree, that what happened to the nuclear envelope last season was a bad foreshadowing into the future of this particular cell. I'm just not sure if its performance is going to be what we want to see.
I'm going to have to disagree with you there, Sam. I think that the fragmentation of the nuclear envelope is simply a part of the game, and it has to get it done. I believe that last season's mitosis was just what we wanted to see in a cell.
Well, I don't think you're looking quite at the
No, son, you need to let me speak.
Your mama's so fast.
Oh, you're going there. You know that mama's so fast. You did.
Boys, calm down. Our fan disagreements will be put to rest as soon as we see how the season plays out. Speaking of which, it looks like the cell is about to begin interphase. Let the games begin.
It appears we are off to a good start here, folks. The chromosomes as of yet are not clearly discernible, which is a good sign for our viewers. However, what we can see is the nucleolus, and boy does he look good. He has really trained this year, and his progress has been quite impressive.
That's right, Peter. What I would do to get me some of that.
Well, that's just awkward. Something many may not know is that interphase isn't technically a part of mitosis. It only prepares the cell for mitosis. It contains 3 phases, which it seems to be doing fairly well at.
Fairly well? Are you off your rocker, Sam? The cell is dominating an interface right now. Just take a look at the metabolic phases it's carrying out. It's in beast mode, preparing for mitosis. We are off to an amazing launch here, folks. I often wonder if you were born with severe brain damage, Sam.
Something else our viewers should notice here is the centrioles. These organizational microtubules have been key in this season. I think it's going to continue being important in the remainder of mitosis.
This phase has taken quite some time, but I think in the long run it is going to be quite beneficial to the rest of the process. Most of the growth has taken place in this stage and it is quite ready for mitosis at this point.
However, the remaining processes are also to be important, as Sam miserably failed to mention, and it looks like the cell is now making its way into growth phase! Oh, golden transition, just golden. I am really impressed. Yes, quite indeed.
How we can tell this is prophase, folks, is how the chromatin condense, so we can begin to see them as chromosomes.
And beautiful ones at that. Just fantastic.
Yes, and we can also see that
Every time you speak, a piece of my soul dies, Sam.
And we can see that the nucleus has disappeared as well. The centrioles are also moving to opposite ends of the cell.
Yes, the centrioles training this season has prepared them for this moment. They appear to be performing quite well thus far. The viewers may be noticing the fibers emerging from the centromere, and this is really quite beautiful performance by them. I'm quite impressed.
Just look at those fibers. Man, are they dominating this season. Oh, and here they go. Ladies and gentlemen, I believe that they are... Yes, they have formed the mitotic spindle! Oh, this is incredible! Lord have mercy, I'm freaking out! Someone give me a paper bag!
And we all know this means...
Probably that you have no purpose in life, Sam.
No. It means that the cell has officially entered prometaphase.
And a rather smooth transition, folks.
The nuclear membrane has just about fully dissolved at this point, as well as the proteins attaching to the centromere. I have to say that this is where things can get kind of tricky. From last year's record...
Last year's record, your mama, Sam. The cell has so far done a remarkable job, and it seems to be doing really well as the microtubules attach. And look! Oh, the chromosomes are moving! This is really exceptional, folks!
Ladies and gentlemen, we have entered metaphase.
This is not Little League anymore, folks.
Nah, bro, not at all. Spindle fibers at this point are aligning the chromosomes along the nucleus.
This is ensuring that in the next phase, when separation occurs, both nuclei will receive a copy of the chromosomes.
Have I ever told you that no one cares about anything you have to say?
On multiple occasions. Why, yes.
Well, it remains strikingly true, Sam.
We can see that anaphase is now in full swing as the chromosomes separate and move to opposite sides of the cell.
This movement is due to the activeness of polar microtubules and movement along the spindle microtubules.
I do hope you're aware of the fact that no one likes you, Sam. But if we can get our minds off of how shockingly boring Sam is and look at what is about to happen...
We have reached telophase! Oh, folks, the chromatids are at the opposite sides of the cell and... separate membranes are forming! This is incredible! Phenomenal performance by the daughter nuclei here, ladies and gents.
At this point, the chromosomes are no longer visible and the spindle fibers have dispersed.
Incredible performance. Really phenomenal, Peter.
I couldn't agree more, Kelly. But we're not done here because cytokinesis is now beginning. Let's see if they can pull this off as well as the last season. The whole world is watching.
Here, a protein is pinching the daughter cells apart, each with their own nucleus.
I despise you.
And here we go. They are splitting.
And wow! Stunning! Oh, good Lord above! Slap me in the face and call me Sally, mother of Billy Goat! Wow, doggy! Oh, this is history in the making. A split this outstanding hasn't taken place for a good 24 hours. Wow, I am shocked.
It was quite good, but it could have been better.
I have had enough of your excrement, Sam, to be honest.
This was remarkable, folks. Quite remarkable indeed. And now the cell will begin again. Training is rough for these guys, but they truly outdone themselves this time.
That they have.
I spoke with the fragmented former nuclear envelope previously, and it seems quite torn up about it. But considering all the factors, it was for the greater good.
Can I take you to the dumpsters and beat the crap out of you, Sam?
Peter, I'd rather you didn't.
Well, boys, the chromosomes in an exclusive interview recently told me confidently that they had their doubts about how this split would go for them. But it's obvious that they have been proven even themselves wrong.
Isn't that the truth, Kelly? This was a quality split. But I am really proud of how they pulled together as a team this time, and due to their dedication, brought all heck to the cell community.
In my opinion, there's been many better splits, but this mitosis cycle was in many ways thrilling.
Well, in my opinion, things would be better if you died. Good night.
Well, I hope I do. Then you'll be sorry. Good night.
Well, I doubt it. I would love for you to get hit by a massive bus. Good night.
Sometimes your words hurt, Peter. Good night.
They were never intended for anything else, Peter. I hate you with every part of my inmost being. Good night.